Hey y'all, before I get into this video, I want y'all to check out Station Head. It's an app. I'm going to be going over there and doing my own radio show. I'll be able to play music, call you guys on to talk. It's gonna look like the bomb, okay? It's gonna be looking like the bomb. Okay, I'm really excited about it, you guys. So if you have Apple, you should be able to download Station Head from your app store. If you have Android, give it until December, but it will be there. So Trap and Tone Challenge is over and complete, and my husband and I look great. You should check out our little date night vlog on Relax with Blue to see a little bit of the change in his face, because we ain't about to show you his body like that, but y'all see mine, okay? Y'all saw my transformation. I will be joining the next challenge, which starts November 29th. It is Tabata 1 and 2 mixed together. It is 21 days of 2 workouts a day, all right, y'all? I am gonna hit it hard after Thanksgiving, and I cannot wait to see what my end results will be, because I am on this workout journey, honey. All right, so y'all go to teamlashae.com and check that out. Also, don't forget to go to Paige and Amari. Use my link, y'all, so I can get my credit. But go to Paige and Amari. There is a sale going on all of the fitness wear and all of these new cute clothes and jackets that she's put on there. So y'all go and check that out. And y'all don't forget about TLC products. I actually just started taking the sea moss. Oh my God. I'm nervous. I've never taken sea moss before, but it's something that they just started to provide. I heard that it's really good for phlegm and all of that type of stuff. So I am just starting it. I'm on my 2nd day of using it. Haven't noticed anything bad or good so far. You guys let me know if you tried sea moss before. But either way, y'all check out TLC products. It definitely aids and helps in the workout journey. The NutriBurst, I swear by it, okay? So yeah, y'all, get down below in the description box and hit up those links. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Put a Ring on It review, y'all. Okay, so in the Ready to Love review, which I will put out before this one, I actually put the screenshots in. I'm not gonna do that with this one, just to, you know, try to see to make sure, okay? But I know specifically with that video, it's easier to follow if you know who the people are, because there are so many people. On this show, there are only 3 couples, okay? So it's not really that hard, all right? It's Tamika and Vince, Ashley and Hollywood, Michael and Shay, okay? Really simple. So let's go ahead and get into what went down this week on Put a Ring on It. So Michael was asked if he wanted to go on another date with Whitney. Whitney and him hit it off. Whitney is, you know, dimples and beautiful and soft and bubbly, but assertive and sexy, but not slutty. Like, there's so many little wonderful things about Whitney that was noticed upon arrival. Okay, and so he does want to go on a 2nd date with her. At first, I think he was gonna say no, but decided to just be honest, because they had already exchanged phone numbers. So if he didn't go on another date with her, he was gonna sneak and text her. You better believe he was. I'm just saying. But Shay is upset. She's really upset that he likes this girl, and there's a possibility that more can happen between them. She's upset that he texted the girl, that a boundary was crossed, and so now he has to rectify that situation. Shay says that she wants to go on another date with Peyton, the guy who she went on a date with. And I felt like she was doing that to get under his skin as well. I don't feel like anything she's really doing is because she wants to be with somebody else. I think it's all to make Michael care. And there are so many other issues that they have. I just think they shouldn't be trying to rush into marriage, because they just have so many issues. She thinks that she can tap in and tap out of being a stepmom to this man's son. Like, girl, what? We're going to get into it. But Shay has so many issues that she needs to deal with that have nothing to do with other people. Like, it's just, you know, as far as you being with somebody else or him being with, child, you need to figure out whether you really want to be with this whole ass man who comes with a child. I really don't have patience and time for people who don't understand that when you get with somebody with children, expect to get with somebody with children, okay? I honestly don't want to be with someone who isn't taking care of their kids. And I know that there are a whole bunch of men out there who don't take care of their kids, but that should not be the standard, and any real woman should not want to be with a man who is like that. So to me, it's very problematic that Shay wants to create this separation between herself and Michael and his son. They talk about his son coming to live with him. And she asked him, what would he say if she said his son moving in was a deal breaker? And he says he has to choose his son. Like, what you think? Like, I thought it was insane that she actually asked him that. I'm like, girl, was your daddy not in your life? Is that why you think it's so, like, cavalier for you to just throw that out there? He was like, I would have to choose my son over you, Shay, and this relationship would be over. And that's just what it would have to be. I was just astonished at the gall. You know what I mean? Like, she's ridiculous. He says, I feel like you should just love my son. It's not like he's a hard kid to get along with. When I saw him, he's a little adorable version of Michael. I don't understand how you could love Michael and not love the person that he made. Like, the little version of him. How could you not love his son? That's so weird to me. Or even attempt to. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all, but that's weird to me. And then when he says that to her, that I feel like you should just love my son, do you know what she said to him? Do you know what she said up out of her mouth to this man who she wants to marry so badly? He's not my son. So because he's not your child, that means you can't love him? So you didn't grow up in a family, bitch? I have a whole bunch of little cousins, nieces, nephews, all of which I love. They're not my kids. If they are in my care, they come first. I would drive different with my niece in the car with me because her safety mattered to me because I loved her. Well, I love her, you know. I'm just saying at the time. Like, she's an adult now, okay? But, you know, I love her. And she doesn't have to be my child for me to love her. So I'm very confused about the idea that because a child isn't yours, there can't possibly be love for them. Like, girl, that you need to be dealing with that, because that's a deeper, profound issue. That's some parental issues you didn't had for you to feel like that. That's insane to me. So y'all, Mike and Whitney go on their second date, and I bet you any money if they would have had a conversation about it, Whitney probably has the mindset of a woman like myself, that you have a child, then we're going to do the family thing. We're going to figure it out. But what we're not going to do is try to create separation between the wife and the husband and his child. Like, that's just ridiculous. When they went on a date, homegirl said she had already forgotten that he had a girlfriend. I forgot about the girl. My bad. Because he told her that the reason why he hadn't texted her is because Shay was uncomfortable with it, and that was a boundary that he had crossed, and they can't do that, but he would like to go on another date with her. But they seem to have a really good time with one another. You know, he likes the conversation where she talks about Halloween being her favorite holiday and how she wants to wear something, you know, like a cat suit, a black leather cat suit. And you know how much he'll enjoy that, child. I was like, yeah, that's on a deep level. Talking about y'all connect. Yeah, sexually, Michael. Cut it out. Ashley's date, Charles comes to pick her up from the house. Hollywood comes to the door, his do-rag, and take the flowers from the man. Like, say, babe, I got you some flowers. The delivery man bought you some flowers. Like, he's so ignorant, y'all. Man, Hollywood said he ain't no threat to me. I'm a hot boy, you dig? I was like, no, not a hot boy. Yeah, New Orleans people, boy. New Orleans people. Ashley comes out just in time to disrupt this conversation. Charles actually did have a little banter back and forth, like, boy, you a trip, you know, said something along those lines before they left. But they go to pot some plants, and it was similar to her last date. It was cool, but it wasn't no spark. It wasn't, you know, nothing to write home about. Tamika goes to talk to her parents. That was her task for today, to see how they feel about her relationship with Vince. Her dad is not a fan, specifically because Tamika has told them about what happened with the other girl. And they don't see it for him. So I'm like, first of all, you should never do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a new relationship. Keep some of that to yourself, because your parents will always remember the dirt you tell them about your ex or your current or whatever. They will always remember that. So I just kind of feel like that was her first mistake. Now you're looking for these people to be supportive of a marriage with somebody that you don't trust. Her dad was like, I would just expect for him to come and have a conversation with me if you guys wanted to take it to that next level. So when she has this conversation with Vince later on, child, Vince was like, I'm not trying to take nothing to that other level until you trust me. And she doesn't, okay? Shay goes on her date with Peyton. Mike isn't worried, except for when he go back in the bedroom and look like he was a little worried to me. But they go on a date and talk about marriage and kids, and he's giving her, mad energy. He giving her mad sexual energy. He moved to sit closer to her, looking all in her eyes and everything. There was a moment where she wanted to kiss him, but she didn't. It was a lot of, I want you energy going on between the two of them. I was kind of here for it, to be honest with you, because I feel like the fact that Michael, is always treating her like he don't really want her. I feel like she probably enjoyed having that energy from somebody. Tamika and Vince talk about working on their communication and their trust. She says that when they take that next step, her dad wants him to come and have a conversation. And this is when he was like, well, I want you to trust me before we even get to that place. And she was so excited. I want you to put a ring on it. I want you to put a ring on it. I was just kind of like, I really wish people would stop trying to rush into marriage because they think that's the next step. I know it because I understand the feeling. But ultimately, I see way too many issues in y'all's situation for you to even be thinking about marriage. You don't trust him. You can't even ask him how his day was without him thinking you asking him if he cheated on you today. So they go talk to Dr. Nicole, and one of the things they talked about was Tamika comparing Vince to her father and comparing her parents' marriage to their relationship. It is a good benchmark, but your relationship is your relationship. It is not going to be the same as your parents' relationship. It's in a different time frame and everything else. I'm somebody that did that as well. I always said, I wanted somebody that had qualities like my father, and I still feel like that. But I also have to be real. There ain't a lot of people like my pa, and that's just what it is. Vince talks about how he thinks anytime she asks him a casual question, he thinks it's probing about a cheatation. And, that's where his head always goes. He doesn't want to revisit the past. Why are we going back to the past? And Dr. Nicole stops him and tells him no. If something has happened and a person wants to bring it up, then you need to let them bring it up every time they want to bring it up so that you can clarify and basically lull whatever their feeling is until y'all can move on and get past it. Because you resenting them only makes the situation worse. Deal with it. If you want to be with the person and something happened, deal with it or leave them. But don't, decide that, oh no, we don't get to talk about it, even though it's still bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how any of this works for real. Like, if something is bothering you, we're going to talk about it until we ain't bothered no more. That's how I feel. He also needs to acknowledge his part in all of this. And I feel like there hasn't been a lot of accountability on his part for this whole situation. And that's annoying, but Tamika's insecurities are overwhelmingly apparent, and I really don't like it. I don't like it. I told Lyric it reminded me of a character on in Living Color. Takesha, I forget her last name, but y'all know the little cute brown skin one who used to be in all of the skits all the time. But anyway, she played this character one time with this bang, and I think Tommy Davidson went on a date with her, and she was mad indecisive, and just kept, I don't know if I really want to do that. Like, is that what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like that. And Tamika reminds me of that girl, and it's just like, I really wish that you would step into yourself and stop doing that, because you are dimming your light, and I don't understand why. Like, it's hard sometimes to watch her interact with him because she's constantly in a place of insecurity, and I'm used to seeing her acting and stuff, so I feel like seeing her in this capacity is sad to me. So they move on to Mike and Shay and how she's not comfortable with him bringing his son home to the home that they share. So she says, if he wants to spend time with his son, he should do that. And, maybe if I don't feel comfortable, they can go and get an Airbnb. That's his son. I don't understand, why I have to be there. I can just come in when I want to, and just, when I don't feel like it, I can just back out, and, they can just go and stay at an Airbnb. And it's like, so you want this boy to come in town and feel like he can't even go to his dad's house because his girlfriend isn't comfortable? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, that's insane to me, y'all. That is so insane to me that she would say that out loud. And everybody felt like that. Ashley was so confused. She didn't know what the hell she was saying. Michael thinks giving Shay time is going to change her perspective, and I don't think so. Dr. Nicole points out that she wants to be able to jump in and out of being a step parent, but she wants Mike to accept her for all of who she is. And that includes wanting to be married, even though that's not something that he necessarily wants. She thinks that there can be some separation. And I was like, there can't be any separation, bitch. Are you crazy? Y'all, I'm sorry, but she's upsetting me. Ashley talks about Charles and how, that caused an issue with Hollywood later on. Well, he noticing that she all the way over here on the sofa eating her food. And she like, I was eating it. He was like, but you wasn't as close to me as you normally are. I was just like, oh my God. Lord have mercy. If it's not going to show itself in one way, it's going to show itself in another. She didn't come and lay her head on my chest, and she lay her head on my chest every night. Like, I was like, boy, if you don't stop. Michael talks about his date with Whitney. He talks about their conversation, the flirtation, her wearing that cat suit for Halloween, and they talked about the text messages having to stop. Shay says that she and Peyton had a good date. She wanted to kiss him at one moment, and she got his phone number. Now, she acted as if it wasn't a big deal, and Dr. Nicole was like, so it was a big deal when he did it, but it's not a big deal when you do it. Got it. The honesty of it is that she did that to get a rise out of him. She did that to get back at Michael, and Michael knows that, so Michael continues to act unbothered by it. Dr. Nicole tells her to stop playing games. Stop bullshitting with yourself. Stop bullshitting with your feelings. Stop being, dishonest with how you're feeling in the moment. And that's what she does all the time. It's not sustainable to have a relationship built on you pretending to feel a certain way to save face. Ashley says that her date with Charles made her miss Hollywood because he was so lacking in personality in comparison. So she doesn't want to go on another date with him. Shay decided not to go on another date with Peyton out of respect for Michael. And I don't know what Michael's gonna do. I can't remember. But I believe next week only 3 people go on a date or something like that. Or is it everybody goes on a date next time? I can't remember. Either way, I don't have it in my notes. But the show is entertaining. The show is good. I just sometimes don't know what dating other people is going to do for a relationship that has trust issues. Don't know. But either way, y'all, I'm enjoying it. Are y'all enjoying it? Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Share the video. Come back. I love y'all.